Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for calling this hearing. Obviously, this is not the first hearing we've had on the census. The decennial census is something that we've had under this administration and under the previous administration, where we've had timelines that we've been working on. So, Dr. Dillingham, we look forward to hearing from you in terms of how we're making progress. I do want to offer, I mean, this is Mr. Goldenkoff's at least 9th hearing, I think, as we look at this particular issue, because I know that when I was chairman of the Government Operations Subcommittee, this is of critical importance that we get it done right. And so whether it's this administration or the prior administration, my fear had been and continues to be, are we going to do those cybersecurity issues and the end-to-end testing to make sure that we can count on not only the privacy that the chairman talked about, but the integrity of the system. I will also offer a little bit of a counter narrative. We've spent way too much time on a citizenship question. It's time that we get serious about implementing this, and candidly, any direction that we continue to maintain as it relates to the citizenship question is problematic in terms of delivering and actually counting those individuals. I also know that there's a strong outreach. Dr. Dillingham, I want to thank you for the strong outreach to those, what I would say, more rural and underserved communities that the chairman was talking about. The funds that are allocated, I happen to agree that we need to roll those into next year, because I don't know about any of you, but if there is a thing that most Americans are thinking about today, if there's a top 20 list, census doesn't make the top 20 list. I'm just telling you, it will make it starting in March and April of next year. We'll start to see that, and that outreach needs to really be dedicated, but we need to have the systems in place now. And so what I would say is identifying those systems, making sure that they're there, making sure that the way that we collect the data, I know this is going to be a groundbreaking way that we use the internet like we've never used it before, but we tried that in 2010 and it didn't work. And so the last thing I think this chairman wants, or that I want, is to have egg on our face when it comes to actually counting every individual. And regardless of where you stand on whether the citizenship question should be asked or not, it is imperative that we count everybody. And it is imperative that we do that in a way where we can allocate not only the resources, the $650 billion or so that flows to each one of our districts, but that we do it in a fair and accurate way. And so I look forward to hearing from you on that. I've got a longer written statement that I would ask unanimous consent be added to the record.
Without objection.
I thank the chairman, and I apologize in advance. I actually have a meeting at the other end of Pennsylvania Avenue that I have to get to, and so we've got other people coming in, but we've got staff that's paying attention, and so with that, I yield back.
Well, we